Hi students, so today we have Captain Sham Kumar with us. Captain Sham Kumar has served the Indian Navy for almost 3 decades. He is an alum of Indian Naval Academy and Defense Services Staff College, Wellington. And after he hung his uniform, he devoted his life towards youth. He started his own initiative called Ankur Group Initiative, and he is also a visiting faculty to various academies through which he trains students for service selection board, and he also trains students for civil services interviews. Welcome to Education View 360, Captain Sham Kumar.
Thank you, Captain Praveen Roy.
So, sir, सबसे पहले young students को आप ये बताएं, after 10+2, how can they join the Indian Navy as commissioned officers?
Yes, ma'am. So, Indian Navy, actually, it's one of the branch of armed forces. Its primary objective is to guard the maritime domain of the country. There are mainly two types of entries, which we will deal with today. First of all, the NDA level entry, which is very common and known to everyone. NDA name has been changed to NDA and NA, that is Naval Academy. So this entry is the first one, which is available to all the students when they 16.5 to 19 years of age. This is the criteria for their age in which they are passing 12th class. Or when they're in the 12th class, most of the students in the country, they generally give the medicals, engineering, and NDA examination, which is a very, very common fact. But the NDA INA joint examination is a phenomena which started about 15 years back when the Naval Academy was commissioned at Ejimala in Kerala. And in this entry, people go through written examination with that age criteria which I just dealt with. And they have to appear in the written examination which is conducted by UPSC. So syllabus is same for both the entries. The point to differ from the previous subject of other NDA entries are that there are two ways one can join Navy. The exam will be combined. He will opt for NDA or INA. When he opts for NDA, he opts for NDA Navy. So he's got one channel to go through NDA Navy. At the same time, he also opts for NDA INA. That means he is actually not going to NDA, he will be directly going to INA. So that means the candidate has two options to go for. One is the joint institution at NDA Khadakwasla. From there also he can become a naval officer. At the same time, with the same UPSC examination, he has the fourth choice, which is a recent choice now from last few years, wherein he can go for directly Indian Naval Academy. Now the training criteria which I'd like to tell the audience, because which will be of some interest, is how do they carry out training then? And how do they match up to become officers as commissioned officers together? 3 years of NDA, a naval cadet graduates from NDA, and then he joins the Naval Academy for the further 1 year of training before he becomes commissioned officer. And the cadet who has directly gone to Naval Academy, he does 4 years of BTech training in Naval Academy. So 3 years in NDA and fourth year NDA Naval Cadet will join Naval Academy. And the Naval Academy cadet he's already done 4 years in BTech. So that means both have come to 4 years training. And now one entry Naval Academy has become BTech. But the second entry again is interesting. He has become a BSc from NDA. And then he has come to Naval Academy in the fourth year for the joint training with the naval cadets. So what does he do? He can't be BTech. So then he does a master's degree there in 1 year. And he gets master's degree in applied electronics, communication, etc. And both these officers get commissioned at completion of 4 years as sub-lieutenants. This is how the 10+2 entry takes place. So if somebody is looking at INA, he's also going to become a BTech in all senses, whether he's in electrical branch, engineering branch, or executive branch. So that is what the NDA. Right. The second 10+2 entry is about 10+2 technical entry. In the direct 10+2 technical entry, there is no written examination. Candidate age criteria is same as 16.5 to 19. He should be 10+2 and minimum 70% marks in the board. Also, JEE ranking is taken into criteria for his shortlisting by the Naval Headquarters. That is, this is done by the Directorate of Manpower Recruitment and Planning at IHQ MOD Navy, Delhi, and it is a departmental affair. This is controlled by Navy itself. So JEE merit is very important in this, and therefore this calls for a high grade in the CBSE 12th exam as well as good merit in JEE, and shortlisting is completely through that. These candidates, when they get selected through SSB, they join Naval Academy and then they are trained for 4 years of BTech degree in the electrical and engineering branches of the Navy. These are the two entries which are available to the 10+2 cadets for the Indian Navy.
So, right, sir, great. You gave very valid information to our 10+2 students. Can you talk a little bit about how should they prepare for their SSB interview also, sir?
Oh, yes. Service Selection Board is a personality and intelligence test. जो student शुरू से ठीक है, जिसकी personality grooming ठीक है. For example, मैं कहूँगा personality दो चीजों से बन के आती है. Number one, the God-gifted biological genetic traits, जो height, weight, अपनी physical personality. That is one. The second one is mental personality. First one is generally catered for by the medical QRs, wherein height, weight, etc. are criteria are laid down. One cannot go beyond that. So some people may not join armed forces because of that. That is one part. But the mental part is acquired traits, which comes by parental grooming, schooling, etc. Now this is very important. And to me, if I define a personality, I just say in few words that why two persons are different? Why should someone get selected in SSB? For that, one has to be different. So what is the difference? Grasping a situation, coordinating with the brain, and speaking in a manner which is suitable for the environment. That person will be different. If he doesn't grasp, he will not be able to do it. If he doesn't coordinate with the brain, he will not be able to do it. And if he doesn't speak which is suitable to the environment, again he fails. Somebody can just grasp and speak. He doesn't take with the brain. That means psychological perception of the brain, psychological maturity, group behavior, and communication skill. I take these three as main criteria for SSB. Now, for that, he has to have a long-term, slow-paced strategy of training. Many students prepare little late after clearing ND exam. That is too late. Personality cannot be changed overnight. I covered very quick points for lack of time here, but these are aspects which one needs to look at in detail and change himself, or since this is only a male entry, as I have probably not covered earlier, 10+2 entries are all male entries. Women officers are made only after graduation, which we will look at sometime else. So the person has to start from 9th, 10th, 11th. Definitely from 10th, 11th, he should start aspiring and thinking what his personality changes, orientations. Carry out certain analysis for himself. Talk to the friends, look at the army profile of officers, and then see what are the expectations of the SSB. Suppose he has the normals of him, and it is expected his realities are getting matched with the SSB, no problem. But if they are not, then he needs a mentor. He needs someone. He needs a guidance. And he needs to create, I will not say his normals needs to be changed to new normals. I call it N square. So he has to become new normal to meet the criteria of the SSB. So we carry out certain news awareness program called NAP, K2A, called Knowledge to Awareness Program, wherein we told him, check on your fridge, television, mobile, bulb, tube light, rainbow, thunder, monsoon, rain, Find out who are you? Have you got your hobbies and interests balanced with your dreams? Are you playing sports? Balancing act of personality, academic strength, blended with the outward profile is the requirement of the SSB in nutshell. If I say in 4 lines, Pathan, Pathan, Chintan, Manan. Input, information, assimilation, and perception. These 4 factors have to build up in him by daily behavioral changes, interest in studies, and chalta firta, happy outward personality, academic blending, and achieve the results.
Thank you so much for your insight, sir. And for the students, I'm going to share the link of Ankur Foundation, the Ankur initiative of sir. If you need to contact him, you may do that. And students, I'm sure this video has helped you a lot. Please keep sharing and liking the video for the benefit of other students also.